Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everyone doing? I heard that Afghanistan had a horrible earthquake today, so the first thing I'd like to do is offer prayers to all the Afghani people that have been affected by this earthquake. I ask God please to bless them, watch over them, protect them, and there's a lot of people that are still buried underneath rubble that need to be rescued. And I just ask God to bless them with the ability to hold on and to bring everybody together to help rescue these people. Now, I know the Taliban didn't want any help from anybody and kicked everybody out of their country. Now they want some help. Isn't it weird how things change so quickly? And it's just one way to get their attention to say, "Hey, we are all together. We all need each other's help." So now they're realizing that. Unfortunately, a lot of people have to be sacrificed for us to get to that point, or for them to get to that point to understand we're all in this together and we all need each other's help. So prayers to the Afghani people. God bless them. Okay, you guys, it is so hot here. I have my fan on. I have the camera a little bit positioned in a little bit of a different angle so that you won't have to see my fan going. I usually just turn it off, but it's so hot. I'm sweating. Air conditioner's on, fans on, and I'm still sweating. It's so ungodly hot here, y'all. And I think most of the United States is, at least towards the west, right? We're all experiencing a heat wave. Very, very hot in some of the very northern states too. So you guys know what I'm talking about. But here in South Texas, like yesterday, it was 98 degrees, but it felt like it was 106. Yeah. And all this week, it's going to be in the hundreds all this week. So I don't know when we're going to get a little bit of relief. Hasn't rained. 4th of July, people love to light fireworks around here. There is a burn ban. I live in a very rural neighborhood here, and people light off fireworks like mad. I hope they don't do that. I'm sure that there'll be restrictions in place, but the people, they don't listen. They're going to do it anyway. So we have to be really careful. You guys, all of you that want to, view fireworks and light fireworks, please take that into consideration that it's very dry and hot and we don't want to start a fire. In New Jersey, they have a huge fire. So, and that's really strange for that area. But I hear that that was from a campsite fire, got out of control and just started burning. It's so sad. It's such, New Jersey's so beautiful there. I mean, everywhere it's beautiful, but it's just terrible. Okay, so did y'all watch the hearing yesterday? I tried to watch it, but on Monday, my husband and me went to the grocery store. While we were shopping, my husband said, "Let's go ahead and get our booster, our COVID booster." We had talked and talked about it, but we keep forgetting about doing it. So he was like, "Let's go ahead and do it. There's no line, there's nothing, and you can just go to the pharmacy and sign a paper and they give it to you pretty quick." So I said, "Okay, fine. I'm not prepared, but fine, I'll just do it." I hate doing things on the fly like that. I'm a Taurus, and I just can't stand just doing things on the fly. I like to have a plan and think about it and decide when. So I just went with the program, got my COVID booster shot. That's our second booster. The last one I had was in November, so it's a good 6 months past. Time to get another one just to be safe. And we did have COVID in January, which very super mild. I didn't even have a cold with it. Had a little fever for one day, a little bit of aches, nothing too bad. Let me tell you what, I felt so bad yesterday. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning in horrific pain. Every joint in my body was killing me. My hips were killing me, my back. When you get the flu, you get that low backache. It's like goes down into your butt and your thighs. Oh my God. You guys, as the day wore on, and I mean, I was taking Motrin all day long. I had, even my hands were aching, my feet were aching, every joint in my body was aching, and I had a low grade fever, about 100. I was in bad shape. I stayed on this bed all day yesterday. I mean, all day. I slept off and on. I was trying to watch the hearing and I would fall asleep and start watching it again. I was just dozing in between. At the very end, I completely fell asleep. but I did go back on, went to YouTube and watched some of it. So the pieces that I missed, you know. Ah, and we got to see our Adam Schiff. We love him, right? Because he was the guy that led all the impeachments for on Trump. So we got to see him in action again. So I enjoyed that. I think he's a very righteous man. I really love him. He's a good man. He really is. So they had the three first people that were testifying yesterday was Ratzenberger, Bowers, Ratzenberger's deputy, Gabe Sterling. So they had those three first, and Bowers was really powerful, I thought. I did, like I said, I fell asleep here and there, y'all. So I don't think I missed anything because I went back and tried to listen to other parts. But, they wouldn't take part in Trump's scheme, and they really paid a heavy price for it, because Trump and his cohorts, you want to call them, really put pressure on them, and there was protesters in their yard. There was people calling them, people on Twitter making death threats to them and everything. They had a horrible time. It's beyond the pale. uh, Bauer's daughter was at home with him. She was dying of cancer at the time, and she was so concerned about all the protesters and everything. At the end of her life, that's what she had to hear, and you could see it when Bowers was testifying. I mean, how much that hurt him. He's, just serving, doing his duty. He is a he's a very good man. You could tell he's a religious man, and he's the kind of person, kind of like Pence, that hey, I might, you know, I don't know. He's probably not as bad as Pence, but Pence, he went along with a lot of what Trump, you know, said and did. And when he could have stood up to him, and he still won't stand up to him. But anyway, uh, Bowers is a person that has morals, and there's a line in the sand that he wouldn't cross, and he said, "No, I'm not doing that." So they had to, they just testified everything that they had to endure just because they wouldn't go along with Trump's agenda of, all the things that he wanted them to do. And Bowers said that he wouldn't be used as a pawn. He didn't want Republicans to win this way, cheating, so he wouldn't be a part of it. I hear that Trump is furious. I mean, he is furious that there's no Republicans on that January 6th committee that are speaking up for him and taking up for him. And Kevin McCarthy, he's the one that, he didn't want nothing to do with the hearings. And he said, we're not even going to send anybody, we're not doing it. So he can blame Kevin McCarthy for that. At the end of the hearing, there was the two ladies that Trump had singled out by name, that they had, single-handedly rigged the election. And he was told by Barr that that was untrue, about the suitcase. Um, he told Trump there was no suitcase. There was not any. But Trump didn't care. He didn't care. He he doesn't care if he destroys people's lives with his lies. And he has continued to say that the election was stolen and that these poor ladies helped steal the election. And their lives have been ruined from it. I mean, actually ruined. The FBI had told these ladies, you need to go into hiding. So they had to leave their homes and go into hiding. And there was death threats. It's just sickening. It really is. The lady, I think her name was Wandrea Moss. She said she doesn't go out anymore, that, she won't even go to the grocery store. She said she's gained 60 pounds, and she's just, you know, her life has been completely ruined. And you could hear it in her voice when she was speaking. Her voice was shaking, and uh, you could tell that she was traumatized by everything and that what she was saying was true. And then her mother came on, and her mother was much more stronger. I think her mom is just pissed. She's just angry at Trump and what he's done to their lives. Um, and she said, Trump called us out by name, and made them the scapegoat. And she said all their sense of security has been lost. And she said the president is supposed to make, people feel secure and to protect the people. She is so angry, and she has a right to be. She really does. It's so sad. They still feel threatened to this day. They really do. So it's very, very sad. I hope these hearings really help people understand that they did nothing wrong. They really did nothing wrong. So this is what I'm getting. Everything that I'm telling y'all is something that, that I've gotten from spirit, that I've asked questions and I've gotten information from spirit. So that's where this information comes from. It's not just from myself. Um, and the Republicans, I feel that's what I'm getting, that they want people to listen and believe everything that comes out of their mouths, okay, without question. They want everybody to give up, okay? They're putting pressure on us. And it is the Republicans, believe it or not, it's the Republicans that have a lot to do with what's going on in our economy and with our gas prices and everything. Because it is Republicans that own, the oil industry here, especially here in Texas. It's all Republican owned. And they really just are hoping that we will fall in line and be good dogs. And that's what I'm being shown, okay? The powers that be, big money, are trying successfully, actually, uh, to make the Democrats that are in office look bad, and it be so painful to have a Democrat president, that it's so painful that everybody would be happy to vote in a Republican for president. That's what I'm getting. Biden is really in trying to get away from gas and oil. He's, and that's the way that it should be. And the oil companies don't want that. They want us to keep relying on uh, gas and oil so that, we can pay all those high prices. And Biden really is pushing, let's all go electric, have electric cars, hybrids. He's really pushing this through. So he's a threat to them, a big threat, and they want him out of there. That's what I'm getting. Okay, um, they want us. They want us to be, in a place where we're we're so freaked out about the economy, and we're so tired of paying high prices and everything, that we'll be happy to have a Republican president, and then we can go back down to, and I'm getting being shown this, just to, you know go out to pasture and graze. We'll just be happy, status quo. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. They just want to they want us to be like sheep. Put your head down and do what you're told, basically. Okay? President Trump uses being woke as a negative term because he doesn't want people to wake up. So when he says you're woke, you know, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. We all should be woke, and it's not a negative term, it's a very positive term. Republicans are trying to rule by fear, and like woke, they're trying to say that being woke is something fearful, to be fearful of being woke. That's like being fearful of the truth, being fearful of seeing the truth. It's so ridiculous. So Republicans want to rule by fear, and they're bringing their Christian views into the politics. Not everybody is a Christian. And anyway, Christianity is like going through a change. It really is. Religion is going through a change right now. And I think that's what's happening in society right now. People of the world are woke and they are changing. Our belief system is changing. For instance, this is what I'm going to use my analogy of things for this instant, not from my spirit, but from what I believe. But they're telling me this is okay. I don't believe in hell, okay? And we don't need to because we are inspired by compassion, not ruled by fear, okay? We're inspired by compassion, love. And when you tell this to a Republican, they say you're a bleeding heart liberal, you know? It's ridiculous. But like, we're not supposed to be able to have compassion for other people, people that are immigrating to our country, people that need help from us. There's a huge battle going on, and it looks like Republican versus Democrats, but it's really much, much deeper than that. There's a shift in consciousness going on. It's a shift in humanity. You know, the shift is a lot of us, you know, majority of us want to lift up our neighbor. And we know that love has no gender. Love is a feeling. And when we tune into that feeling, we are woke. Okay. We're on the right path. If you're feeling guilty or bad or angry or sad about something, that's your emotional guidance system telling you you're on the wrong path. If you don't feel good about some action you've taken or done, you know that you're not on the right path. You're on the wrong path. And you can switch and get onto a path that you feel good about. When you feel good about what you're doing, you don't feel guilty, you don't feel bad, you're on the right path. When you're not sitting there questioning your own actions, you're on the right path. I know there's a lot of Republicans out there that are questioning now whether, you know, their actions were proper, what they did was proper, voting for Trump, was that the right thing to do? There's a lot of people that are becoming woke, okay? A lot of you are wondering if Trump is going to go to jail. And this is what I'm seeing. Um, I'm seeing some kind of, I'll call it a proclamation of some sort being signed that will prevent him from holding office. Um, he'll be persecuted by the public and, judged by the public, but I don't see him really going to jail, which is so hard to believe, but that's what I'm being shown. Maybe I'm not able to see what is going to actually happen to him, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Okay. I don't see him going to jail. Now, John Eastman, he's the architect of the coup, right? And what I'm getting, there's so much pressure on him right now, you guys. You just wouldn't believe. He's feeling the pressure. He really, really is. And this is going to be with him to his dying day. Okay. I feel like this is taking a toll on his health. I think this is going to bring him down physically. All right. You know what I'm getting is I think he's a white supremacist, you guys. That's what I'm being shown. I'm being shown that he's only a couple of years older than me, but I'm being shown that gosh, how can I put it? He has these memories of how black folks lived, when he was younger. There was some separation, that the black people lived over here and the white people lived over there. And he still has that concept in his mind. You know what I mean? That's how he still believes things should be. It's unbelievable in this day and age that people could feel this way, but that's what I'm being shown. He has these old prejudice. He's definitely not woke, you guys. He really isn't. And even though he's only 62 years old, I feel like he's old. You know what I mean? So I don't know if his health is bad. I feel like he's really old. Um, but he will be regretful about his actions, and he will ask Biden for a pardon. So he may be prosecuted for this because that's what I'm getting. He's going, maybe he already has, maybe he's already asking Biden for, or maybe they're drawing it up or something, but that's what I'm being shown, that he will ask, or he's going to ask Biden for a pardon, and Biden will not give it to him. So I think he'll end up having to pay for his crimes. Okay. So that's good. At least somebody will be paying for the crimes. I think he will pay for his crimes because he knew better. Other than, you know, Trump probably isn't that educated, although he knows right from wrong. But as far as what he can and can't do, he was kind of being steered by this guy. And that doesn't give Trump a pass at all. Trump is, Trump is Trump. All right, let's take a look at the fake electors. So they started talking about the fake electors now. And remember Maddow on MSNBC, she told us all about them. Months ago, we learned all about these fake electors. She had a lot of shows about it. They even told them to hide in the Michigan State Capitol overnight so that they could, make it look legal, which it's no matter what, it's not legal. But it is so amazing that people will cast aside their morals and integrity to do Trump's bidding. It's unbelievable how far people have gone. And I do feel that they will be held accountable. Okay. I think they will be charged with something, and I hope that they'll never hold office again. And I get the feeling that just the same as Trump won't be able to hold office, I feel like they'll have the same fate as Trump, that they won't be allowed to hold this office ever again. Okay? And maybe they make a deal or something saying we'll never hold office again and don't send us to jail. Okay? So there's something like that worked out. Rudy Giuliani. Let's take a look at him. So his law license already has been suspended, I think, in New York and Washington, D.C. I don't know if he has and if he can practice in any other state. Um, he is, he has, and he will pay dearly for his role in all the lies that he's told on behalf of Trump. I think that he is not well, mentally. He's mentally not well. He's trying to hold on to whatever sanity he has left. He's Again, he's feeling a lot of pressure. He's super stressed out. He's freaked out. I feel like he's having money problems also. Hmm. He needs help. He needs mental help. Okay, so but he is, I don't know, he's too paranoid to ask for help or go and get help. He knows he needs it, and other people around him know that he needs help, but he's too paranoid to get the help that he needs. I'm getting that he will end up in some type of like nursing home or something like that. And I get that even though New Yorkers do not like him, I think he will be returning to New York. I don't know where he lives or anything, but I'm getting that he returns home. He will return home. So I feel like you know, he'll go somewhere, maybe a nursing home in New York somewhere or something. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, he's a crazy guy. He's definitely crazy. He shouldn't be practicing law. He's crazy. Okay, guys, so that's what I got for y'all today. I don't even know when the next hearing is because, like I said, I was in and out of it, and I haven't watched that much TV. I just went back and tried to listen to the things I missed. I'm feeling a lot better today, though. Thank goodness. And I don't, like I said, I don't know when the next hearing is. I don't think it's this week. I think it'll be next week. So, like I said, they're really drawing it out because they're giving us information, and just letting it permeate. You know what I mean? And also be on the news cycle, news cycle, news cycle. So, there's a strategic way that they're doing this. They're just not going to, we're going to do a hearing like they did the impeachment, and boom, 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 and it's over. And then Trump's on his merry way. We don't care if you impeached me. I'm still here. They're taking their time. They learned some lessons. So, okay. All right, guys. So, little my little Addie cat, she's not in here right now. She's not on the bed or anything. I shut the door. I think she's out on her tower. She's a little stinker. I've been letting her go out on the deck. I told y'all about that. Well, on my husband had his birthday on Saturday, and we just our kids over because it was really hot, and just our family. All of us were like 12 people, so it's a lot already. And after 9 o'clock, I don't know, 9:30, we went out on the deck to have a little birthday celebration, a little cake. The wind was blowing up really nicely, so it was good. We had a good breeze, and the kitty wanted to go out too, so we let the kitty out. And afterwards, we started picking up everything and bringing it in the house, picking up the cake and plates and all. And I grabbed some and I ran to the restroom, came back. Everybody had brought everything in. So it was all done. Oh, I forgot about the kitty cat. And everybody else forgot about the kitty cat too. So we came in for a little bit and then everybody left. I washed up the dishes. And as I'm washing up the dishes, my husband says, "Where's Addie Cat?" I'm like, "Oh my God, they didn't bring her in. They brought everything in, but they didn't bring my kitty in." Because I had went to the restroom and I thought I forgot about her, y'all. But I was like, they didn't bring my kitty. Oh my God, I called for her. So she'd been out for a while. She probably was out in the dark for over an hour. She had those little stickers. Have you ever seen them? They're little tiny stickers. She had little tiny stickers all over her, and she was freaked out. I don't know if something chased her or if it was just because there were stickers all on her fur. She was acting crazy, and she was panting. So I don't know if she ran from something and was scared. I'm not sure, but her tongue was curled up and she was panting. She was sitting on my countertop. She would not let me touch her. Every time I tried to touch her, she would hiss and oh man, she was acting so weird. I don't know what it was. It was probably just the stickers, that were all in her fur. They were terrible, awful, awful. So we left her alone for a while, gave her water and everything, tried to let her calm down. And then we have a kitty brush, we tried to brush it out of her, and she did not like that at all. She was so freaked out, but we got as much as we could out without her killing us, which I was about to go get the gloves, and Johnny said, "Just leave her alone for now. Leave her alone. Something freaked her out. She's freaked out." So I left her alone, and the next morning, she had gotten a lot of it out herself. They're not the big stickers; they're real little stickers. Um, they would only stick on you if you had a hair. You know what I mean? It's not like the big stickers will stick on skin. It wouldn't stick on our skin. Anyway, I brushed her some more the next morning, and oh my gosh, it was a mess. It really was a mess. I did put on some gloves, and um, every time I would touch her, I'd be pulling out all these little stickers. I'd be cuddling her, and she didn't want me to pull the stickers out, so I'd have to be like playing with her and try to pull the sticker out while she wasn't noticing. She did not like me messing with the stickers, but finally we got them all out. Poor little kitty cat. So she's doing good now. The next night, she didn't want to go outside at all. She didn't even ask to go out or nothing. So we're like, oh, she learned her lesson. Maybe she doesn't want to go out anymore. But no, she got over it. Took her a day, but now she's like ready to go out again. So I'm just being careful with her and letting her out on the deck. But hopefully, she learned not to go. I don't think she would go too far anyway. But there are foxes and coyotes and things like that out here, and there's feral cats all over the place. So I don't want her to be out running around, getting hurt, getting, somebody getting her. Okay, guys, that's it for me. I'm done, I think. It's been 30 minutes. So you guys need a little help. If you'd like to get a reading, if you have some questions or anything, I'm happy to answer them. If you would like to be included in a healing session, just email me. I'll leave my email below. Or if you'd like to get a reading, email me and we'll get together and I'll do a reading for you. Okay. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Love you so much. And bye for now. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you.